You're pulling my hair. You're pulling. Jeez Louise. You just can't make this up. This has been my weekend. It's Monday now, so let me rewind a little bit to Saturday. Saturday, I go to Walmart to scan some photos, just like scan some pictures and make some little collage things to send out to family and friends. So while I'm in there, I'm done scanning, I'm walking around just waiting, go to check out formula, looking at picture frames, things like that, just kind of hanging out towards the back of the store waiting for my pictures to be done. And then after about 15 minutes or so, I hear screaming and yelling coming from the front of the store. And I hear, "Get down, get down." So right away I'm thinking, okay, great, someone's kids climbing on the aisles, shelf thingies, or crawling around in the basket, I don't know. So I'm looking, don't think anything of it, so I just keep walking around. And then I hear, "Get down, put the gun down." I was like, what? Mind you, it's just Lorenzo and I at Walmart, just us. So I hear what I think is, "Put the gun down." Where's your bib go? And then I start to see people stick their heads out of the aisle, looking down the center aisle towards the front of the store. And then I see this one lady, well, I see a lot of people, but the first lady I see coming up to me, I see her, and I say, "Is this for real?" And she's like, "Yeah, I think so." One, if you think it's for real, what are you doing just standing there? And then two, when she said that, I was gone. I took off. He and I, well, mostly I was running. He was in the stroller. Thank goodness I had the stroller. We're just running. I'm still at the back of the store, so I'm somewhat safe, somewhat out of harm's way, but I'm just running towards the auto department. And then anyone I see, I say, "Run, get out now, run." People look at me, they see my seriousness, they see me running, they start running out. People are picking up their kids out of their shopping carts, put them under their arms, running out the back door. By now, people are starting to get anxious. They see it's for real. People are starting to scream. We run out, we get through the auto department out to the back of the store. And then we kind of like relax and gather ourselves. And right away, I call Joe, tell him what's going on. He freaks out, of course. And then call my mom, let her know what's going on, and then I make it to my car. So then once I get to my car, there's like about 6 or 7 cop cars pull up. I hear a helicopter off in the distance, so now I'm knowing, okay, this wasn't a joke. So I see the cops, they zoom towards the front, skirting, jumping out, running in the store. So then I just kind of catch my breath because right now I'm just really anxious. My heart's racing. I don't want to drive like that. So I need to just calm down a second. So while I'm calming down, people are talking and I'm overhearing what other people saw or heard. And apparently something started in the parking lot that carried over into the store. So whatever happened in the parking lot already had a police officer on the scene. So that's who was shouting. But apparently the guy that came in the store didn't have a gun. He had a knife. I know I heard "Put the gun down," so I don't know. I don't know what happened, but apparently the guy who came in had a knife, and it just kind of escalated from there. But no patrons were hurt or anyone else was hurt, so that's good. But on a funny note, once I got out of the store, an older black gentleman came up to me, about 55 years old or so, and he was like, "Yeah, I saw you in the store earlier doing some things. And then I saw you a second time, but when I saw you the second time, you were running. I didn't know why you were running, so I just started running too." So that kind of lightened the mood for me. Black people, you know how we are. When you see one running, that means get out. You start running. You run. So that's what happened. So got home, relaxed, chilled, felt somewhat better about it. That's Saturday. Sunday, doing what we got to do, running around, getting stuff together. Monday, this morning I wake up, like always, getting ready for work. My plan is to be out of the house by 5:50, get to my classroom by 6:30, get everything ready for 7:30. So of course, it's Monday morning, I get on the freeway, we're just stopped. traffic everywhere, cars almost sitting on the freeway. I get about 2 miles down the freeway after about 40 minutes, and then traffic comes to a complete halt. Big rigs start turning their engines off, so I figure, great, they see what's going on ahead because we're sitting up high. Let me just take note, turn off my car, and just whatever. It is what it is. I'm going to be late. I text my supervisor, let her know what's going on. She says that she'll try to be at my classroom by 7:30. So then after about 15, 20 minutes of just sitting there, cars starting up again and start to move. So then I text my supervisor back and say, okay, I'll be fine. I should make it on time. So now it's like 6:50. So without traffic, I'm about 15 minutes away from my job. So I should be fine. But it's raining and there's several accidents on the freeway. There's several police cars, and everyone's just, people are anxious because they were sitting in traffic for so long, but then people are also being cautious with their driving. So you have both types of drivers, the fast ones and the cautious ones. So I get down close to my job, 2 exits from my job, and I'm in the slow lane. And I'm noticing about 3 cars pretty close to each other in the rain, in the slow lane. And I'm thinking, okay, that's not safe. If someone slams on their brakes, there's not enough time in between each car for us to stop. So I decide to get out of the slow lane and go to the next lane over. As soon as I merge over, I feel the car start to kind of hydroplane. So I kind of like, I get nervous, but then I officially feel the car not making any traction with the ground. I'm officially hydroplaning. So then I panic. Here's my mistake. When you hydroplane, I wasn't sure if you're supposed to press lightly on the brakes or not press at all. So I decided to press lightly. As soon as I put my foot on the brake, the back of my car spins this way, and I just lose control. And then I spin around once on the freeway, spin around a second time, and then I go off the road, kind of down, and kind of like a ditch, kind of off into a ditch, like into the field. Mud splashes on my car. Heart is racing. All I can do is say, God help me, God help me, God help me. And thankfully, by the grace of God, I didn't hit anyone, didn't damage my car beyond repair. No airbags came out or anything like that. I had a lot of nice neighboring drivers that pulled over, came up to me, make sure I was okay. And again, like I said, there's already so many accidents on the freeway. A fire truck just happened to be coming by. The firefighters came over to check on me. They called CHP and roadside assistance for me. But I've never been in an accident like that. I've never gone off the road. I've never officially hydroplaned like that before. It was just very, very scary. So needless to say, I didn't make it to work today. After that, I was stuck on the side of the road for about 15 minutes or so. Again, called Joe, told him what happened. Called my mom, told her what happened. My dad came up to help me out. But before my dad got, like 2 minutes at the most before my dad arrived, the CHP roadside service people came, and he saw the state in which my car was in and how far off the road I was, and he said that he would not be able to pull me out with his hitch and that I would need an official tow truck. And I was like, okay, great, so I'm just going to sit here longer, fine, whatever, it is what it is. But then he thinks that he can kind of navigate me out because you realize that my car still runs, it's still in drivable condition. So the guy was nice enough to kind of walk alongside, guide me out of that little ravine, up the embankment, back onto the side of the freeway. And then my dad showed up while all that was going on, and that was nerve-wracking. Still raining. You can't see much because it's foggy as well, but so I got out of that ditch. Car's covered in mud. I feel like a fool. Even though it wasn't my, well, whatever. I don't know. Whatever. So that happened. And then the guy tells me how to get back onto the freeway, so I had to reverse on the freeway and then build up speed and get back onto the lane. So once he said pick up speed, I instantly panicked, like, oh my gosh, I gotta accelerate again. So my dad helps me with that. He kind of signals to me as to how far back to go, when to stop, and when to merge back on. So I follow my dad's direction. I stay in the slow lane. And I say, okay, I'm not going faster than 50, forget that. I get to 50, the car does it again. The car hydroplate again. I felt it, and I start to teeter and waddle. Now I'm just saying all kinds of words I shouldn't be saying. I'm screaming my head off like, oh my gosh, I can't let this happen again. I can't let it happen again. So I don't brake this time. I just kind of let it run its course, and then I just drop down to 40, put on my hazards, and that's the end of it. It's only 2 more exits down, but still. 2 exits, 40 in the rain. I don't care. People can speed by if they want. I ain't. So, went to my mom's house, calmed down for a minute, and then I instantly went over to Rock Honda and had everything checked out. My alignment was all jacked. Back 2 tires were completely bald. And, hey baby, thankfully he wasn't with me. But it's just been, I don't even know if that's one of those days. This is beyond one of those days, but it's been one of those days for me. I don't know. It's been one of those days. Hey. So that's been my, I'll drink this when you're down. That's been my weekend in a nutshell. And it's only Monday. We'll see. Good news is the Giants won this weekend. And I found my camera so I can get those videos out that I need to get out. But I'm praying for a better week.